Hello, my name's Dan Curley. I'm an instructor with Survival in the Bush Inc. and I'm here with Dr. Gino Ferry to discuss knife etiquette and sharpening.
Well, Dan, we're going to be sharpening these two knives. I'm going to hand you my K-bar. I'm going to be very careful with it because these are very dangerous tools. They're tools that one must be careful handling. There you go. Firm in your hand.
Thank
Away
you.
Go.
That was perfect handing the knife there, Gino. When you hand a person a knife, you want to make sure that you don't hand them the blade first. You hand them the handle towards the person and you grab the back of the blade. A couple reasons. If he yanks the blade out of my hand, he's not cutting my hand. And if I am handing him the pointy end first, I am not sure which side he's going to take the blade. So I'm going to grab the back of the blade and pass Gino. Make sure he has a firm grip, give a little shake, and release.
Thank you, Dan. Here's your knife back.
Thank you.
And here's the other knife.
I won't need that knife just yet because I already
Alright.
have this knife in my hand. If I'm using knives, I'm only going to have one out. Could I have the sheath back, please?
There you are.
Thank you. Now you can pass me that knife.
There you go, Dan.
Thank you. So, knife etiquette is just plain and simple safety, making sure that you are handling a knife properly. You always cut away from yourself, you're not cutting towards your partner, and you're not cutting towards your hands. Three things you don't cut towards. What we want to do is show you how to sharpen a knife, and we have a few different sharpening methods here. One is your file. Files are generally fast and quick sharpening methods. If you have a notch in your knife that is very big, you would take the knife and drag the file in a fashion away from the handle, and that is going to take off a substantial amount of material off your knife. If you are working with a knife that already has a nice bevel to it, which is your edge, you can use something a little finer. Simple stone you can get are these. They have two different colors. One's a little darker than the other. The darker is your coarse side on this stone, and the lighter is a somewhat finer stone. So if you want to take away a large nick, you'd start with the coarse side, and for this you want to play with the knife. You lay it flat on the stone and tip it so the back of the blade is raised up and the knife edge is sitting flat on the stone. You're then going to apply pressure to the stone, and there are no real right way to work with the stone. You can go in a circle, figure eight, or you can just continue making passes over the stone. For however many times you scrape one side of the stone, you do on the other side of the stone. So 5, 5. The more pressure you apply, the faster it will produce. Now, you probably want to apply some form of a lubricant onto the stone before you start sharpening. Whether you use oil or water is dependent on whether you used oil the first time on the stone. Once oil gets in the stone, it's going to stay in there. If you put water in a stone, it will eventually dry out and you can switch to oil down the road, but you can't go back to a water stone if there's oil. So for this, you don't need much oil, you just need the surface of the stone covered. And again, you're just doing nice, even passes over the stone. Other materials you can find out there are these diamond grit. You can see they have different colors for different grit. On the end here, it's labeled number 200, number 300, number 400, number 600. So the blue is the finer of the grits. That's the highest number. And number 200, which is the yellow, is your coarsest grit. And it's the same process as the stone, you apply your lubricant to the surface, and again, drag your knife over top of it.